Hello everyone, welcome to the Maths Academy. We have to solve this interesting question, that is 30 to the power of 3 plus 40 to the power of 3 plus 50 to the power of 3 square root. We have to simplify this question. Solution. First of all, we have to solve this by the method number first. The question is 30 to the power of 3 plus 40 to the power of 3 plus 50 to the power of 3 square root. To solve this interesting question, we know that this 30 can also be written as 10 times 3 and to the whole power of this 3 plus 40 can be written as 10 times 4 to the whole power of 3 plus this 50 can be written as 10 times 5 to the whole power of 3 square root. Now in the next step, we know that a times b to the whole power of m, this is equal to a to the power of m times b to the power of m. So to apply this condition, this will become 10 to the power of 3 times 3 to the power of 3. So 10 to the power of 3 times 3 to the power of 3 plus 10 to the power of 3 times 4 to the power of 3. So 4 to the power of 3 plus 10 to the power of 3 times 4 to the power 5 to the power of 3 and square root. Now in the next step, we have to common 10 to the power of 3. So 10 to the power of 3 taking common, so here 3 to the power of 3 left plus 4 to the power of 3 left plus 5 to the power of 3 left and whole square root. Now in the next step, we know that 3 to the power of 3 is equal to 27, 4 to the power of 3 is equal to 64 and 5 to the power of 3 is equal to 125. Now we have to replace 3 to the power of 3, 4 to the power of 3 and 5 to the power of 3 by these numbers. So this will become 10 to the power of 3 times here 27 plus 64 plus 64 plus 125 square root. Now in the next step, 10 to the power of 3 times 27 plus 64 plus 125, this is equal to 216 square root. Now we have to factorize those 216. So 216. So this will become 2 times 1 is equal to 2 and 2 at the 16. 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 8. 2 27s are 54. 3 9s are 27. 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. So here 2 times 2 times 2, this is equal to 2 to the power of 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is equal to 3 to the power of 3. So we have to replace this 216 by 2 to the power of 3 times 3 to the power of 3. So this will become square root of 10 to the power of 3 times, this will become equal to 2 to the power of 3 times 3 to the power of 3. Now in the next step, square root of this 10 to the power of 3 can be written as 10 to the power of 2 plus 1 times 2 to the power of this 3 can be written as 2 plus 1 times 3 to the power of 2 plus 1. To solve this, we know that a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So to apply this condition, this will become square root of 10 to the power of 2 times 10 to the power of 1 times 2 to the power of 2 times 2 to the power of 1 times 3 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 1. Now this can also be written as 10 to the power of 2 times 2 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2 and 10 times 2 times 3, 10 times 2 times 3 square root. Now again in the next step, we know that square root of a times b, this is equal to square root of a times square root of b. So to apply this condition, this will become 10 to the power of 2 times 2 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2 square root times this 10 times 2 times 3 square root. Now to solve this, we know that this 2 cancel with this square root. So this will become 10 times 2 times 3 times square root of 10 times 2 is equal to 20. 20 times 3 is equal to 60. Now in the next step, 10 times 2 is equal to 20, 20 times 3 is equal to 60. Square root of 60. Now in the next step, we know that 60 times square root of this can also be written as 4 times 15, which is equal to 60. Now again, this is in the form of 60 times square root of 4 times square root of 15. 60 times square root of 4 is equal to square root of 4 is equal to 2. So this is 2 times square root of 15. Now 60 times 2 is equal to 120 times square root of 15. So this is the final simplified form of the question. Now we have to solve this by the second method. So solution. The question is 30 to the power of 3 plus 40 to the power of 3 plus 50 to the power of 3 square root. In the second method, we can solve this as this 30 can be written as 30 to the power of 3 is equal to 3 times 10 to the power of 3, and this is equal to 3 to the power of 3 times 10 to the power of 3, which is equal to 3 to the power of 3 is equal to 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So this is equal to 27, and 10 to the power of 3 is equal to 1000. So 1000 multiply this will become 27,000. Also 40 to the power of 3, this is equal to 4 times 10 to the whole power of 3. This will become 4 to the power of 3 times 10 to the power of 3. This will become 4 to the power of 3 is equal to 64, and 10 to the power of 3 is equal to 30. So this will become 64,000. 50 to the power of 3 is equal to 5 times 10 to the whole power of 3. This will be equal to 5 to the power of 3 times 10 to the power of 3, and this will become 5 to the power of 3 is equal to 125, and 10 to the power of 3 means 30. So this will become 30 to the power of 3 is equal to 27,000, 40 to the power of 3 is equal to 64,000, and 50 to the power of 3 is equal to 1,25,000. So we have to replace these by these numbers. So this will become 30 to the power of 3 is equal to 27,000. So 27,000 plus this is equal to 64,000 plus 1,25,000 square root. Now to solve this, we have to add these numbers. So we are going to add them. So 27,000 plus 64,000 plus 1,25,000. To add these numbers, this will become 0, 0, 0. 7 plus 4 is equal to 11. 11 plus 5 is equal to 16. 1 carry 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. 9 plus 2 is equal to 10, 11. 9 plus 3 is equal to 11. 1 carry 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So this is equal to 2,16,000. So 216,000 square root. Now in the next step, this is can also be written as 216 times 1000 square root. This is equal to this. Now in the next step, we have to factorize this to 116. So 216, 108, 254, 227, 39, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. So this is equal to 2 to the power of 3 times 3 to the power of 3, which is equal to 2 times 3 to the whole power of 3, which is equal to 3 times 2 is equal to 6, 6 to the power of 3. So we have to replace 216 by 6 to the power of 3. So this will become 6 to the power of 3 times, and this is also equal to 10 to the power of 3 square root. In the next step, we know that this can also be written as 6 to the power of 2 plus 1 times 10 to the power of 2 plus 1, which is equal to this 3 square root. Now in the next step, this will also become equal to 6 to the power of 2 times 6 times 10 to the power of 2 times 10 square root. This is also be written as 6 to the power of 2 times 10 to the power of 2 and 6 times 10 square root. Now in the next step, this can also be written as 6 to the power of 2 times 10 to the power of 2 square root times 6 times 10 square root. Now these two cancel, so this will become 6 times 10 is equal to 60 square root of, and this 6 times 10 is equal to 60. Finally, this will become 60 times square root of, this will become 15 times 4. In the next step, 60 times square root of 15 times the square root of 4. This will be equal to 60 times this square root of 4 is equal to 2 times square root of 15. Finally, 60 times 2 is equal to 120 times the square root of 15. So this is the final simplified form and answer of the question. So the final answer of this is 120 times the square root of 15. This is the final simplified form of this question. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe the channel.